Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. This is Francis from Vancouver. I want to talk to you about the most important skill that is considered the new happiness. And I'm not the one saying it, I'll post the article and guess what it is? I was so excited when I saw that. It's the resilience. And today I had the chance to interview a dear friend of mine, Glen, and you will have the chance to meet him soon. We're just gonna do the edits. That's why you probably see my computer in the background. We're all doing these edits right now. And Glenn's a special guy because you'll notice that he's in a wheelchair. And his story is not the easiest to hear at first because, you know, he got shot and he got paralyzed when he was 15. And now you look at what he's done and that's nothing but just remarkable. And there's so many nuggets of gold that I want to tell you, and you'll get to know it in an interview, the full length. But I think there's two things that I wanted to mention because, like I said, now the article is saying the new happiness is resilience. And there's a very simple reason, because things are changing so fast in our lives. We have new jobs coming in, it's being disrupted until artificial intelligence is coming up. There's so many things that will change our lives, the environment, everything. The point is we're going to have to go through a lot of changes. And when we talk about changes, that means that maybe we're going to have some setbacks and difficulties because life is changing. And happiness is fleeting. It's never just one constant thing. And so if you can learn how to cope with challenges and all these things that are changing so fast, and you have resilience, then your happiness level is going to be way better because you'll feel in control. So going back to Glenn, my friend that is in a wheelchair when he was 15, got shot. Imagine the world, the change in your world if you cannot walk anymore. What type of job are you going to have now that you're in a wheelchair? I mean, just this morning, we're trying to get Glenn inside the room. There's an elevator that's just there for 5 steps, and it's not working. And we're thinking, that's good. We just have the elevator, it's not even working. And that's probably day to day with him all the time. A day-to-day challenge that he has to face. And so that was just one day, one little morning. So imagine yourself going through changes that are as drastic as that. The beauty is that Glenn is a warrior, and a beautiful warrior in the sense that he's accepting challenges. It took him some time, and I think that's the two things I wanted to share with you is, one, he was in a very good environment. In environment, I mean in his mind. He started to read a lot about personal development. He started to go to courses and seminar, and basically he upgraded his mind. So despite what happened in his life, he was able to just be strong because he was in the right environment. And there's so many lessons, you know, for all the lives that I've done, there's so many nuggets that I've taken from other people that I hope helps your life. And that's what he was doing, constantly learning and improving himself. And that's one of the ways that he was able to cope with that change, major change in his life. And also, and that's the second thing, accepting the challenges that the life is bringing. So as an example, imagine he's trying to get a job. And so he's going somewhere, he's got the wheelchair. And he's thinking, well, I could probably go to Walmart. They just need a greeter. But at the time that he was applying, it was all full. So he went to places and different places to get a job, and he didn't get it. At one point, he even went to Value Village. And he's like, look, how hard could that be? I'm going to be at Value Village. And they're like, well, you know what? You're in a wheelchair. There's nothing we can do. You cannot even but lift the weights, the requirements to put that on the shelf. You can't work. But Glenn accepted the challenges and he thought, you know what? I'm just going to build my own business. And so he gathered his friends and he started to have a cleaning company business. And that's where the beauty comes in now, because one thing led to another. By accepting this challenge, by creating a new company, some of the people say, hey, you know what, can you just not only clean inside, but maybe the outside? How about you just can power wash my driveway? Yeah, sure, I'll do it. Oh, can you just put some grass on my land? That would be great if you can do that. And then now all of a sudden, he's got a cleaning company, he's got a landscaping company, And like he said in the interview, he's even like a vice president right now of different companies. So instead of like a lot of us might do sometimes, I'm not good enough for this, I'm just doing this. He accepted the challenge. He continued to just constantly accepting the challenge. So whatever life throws at you, that might be a challenge of losing your job. That's a challenge. So how can you accept this and maybe upgrade your skills and just go in a different direction that you didn't even know? Things will lead to another. And I think that if I look at what Glen has gone through, I know that, at the end, it always works out. And it works out when in your mind, you know that it will. There's so many sayings that are saying, no matter what you think, it's going to happen. Like the Henry Ford quote, I'm butchering it right now, but whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. That's the quote. And for his mind, Glen knew that, I will succeed. I'll make it happen. You can't accept me as an employee. I'll create my job. So there was no excuses. So the two nuggets that I wanted to leave you with is number one, resilience is very important because you're going to have a lot of changes in your life. And so you just have to know that by being able to always cope with setbacks, you will be in control and you will have way more happiness. The second thing is not only upgrading your mind after that, that's the first point, that's what I wanted to say, upgrading your mind by being in a great environment. You've got friends, you've got books, you've got everything's possible, we've got all the technology for that, so do that. And the second thing is, when life is tough, accept the challenges. We're good. You're good enough, I'm good enough, and sometimes, and including myself, I forget how strong I am. And when I declare something that I will do, I know it does, and I invite you to do the same. So upgrading your mindset in the right environment, and then accepting the challenges of life is giving you. If you look at Glen, he's inspiring people right now. He might be in a wheelchair, and his ability is his mind. He's not disabled at all. And that's the most beautiful gift that he can give us and you, everybody in this world. Hope this video inspired you. Comment if you have any comments, if you have other people that you'd like to tag. I wish you an amazing week, and thanks for watching.